Alright, so we are done with these pages, and it's time to move on to the next ones, which is 28 and 29, I believe. So, this one's done. It's got stuff from the last one on the back of it. Go ahead and put that over here. And we'll take this one and flip it over. This one's got kind of a plain white back. It's interesting. Let's see what I can find to go with it. The stack's starting to get pretty small here, so that's cool. Maybe this. That's kind of neat. I like that. It kind of goes. Let's see what else we got here. Actually, this one works really good. I'm going to grab this one. So, let me go ahead and put this one down right next to it. Alright. Now we got our pages. We'll be right back to get started. Alright, so the way we started it last time, last few times actually, is really done well. And I think we're just going to keep on rolling down that road. I'm going to put down some lines and just kind of create an area to put the art. So that's what I'm going to do first here. So let's just kind of go ahead and see what happens. Yeah, kind of like that. That's fun. I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like I want to do something right down the center on this one. So I think I'm going to do something like this. I don't know why, but I'm kind of feeling this right here. Maybe do something a little more like this, so it's not so taking up the whole page. Oh, that's kind of neat. Let me yeah. For some reason I feel like I want to make this darker. Do that. Something like that. I'm liking this. I don't know. Let's get some gesso on this. I really want to kind of work into this a little bit. Do I want... I kind of feel like I want the big brush. Ooh, think I left my big brush out. It's as hard as a rock. Ugh, I forgot to clean it off, I guess. That's alright. I'll still use it. It's like it's from here down, it's hard as a rock, so that's alright. Whatever. I'm already out of gesso here. Alright. Let me get a different color. For some reason I feel like I need to put down some color right away here, so that is what I'm going to do. Get the big brush here, or the smaller brush. Again, I don't really know why I'm doing this. I just feel like it needs to be done for some reason. And I feel like I'm probably going to paint back over this too with gesso for some reason. But I think it just needs to be here. So I'm doing it, you know? Yeah. Okay. Alright, I want to dry this because I want to do some white back over this. So let me dry it and we'll be right back. Alright, so I want to bring some more white into this. And this time I'm just putting it down right on here. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I'm just, that's what I'm feeling right now. So that's what I'm doing. Maybe it has something to do with when I first got this, it was just all white. So I'm just like, man, I need to kind of work back into the white. But what I'm going to do over here is bring some of those colors in from the last page so it has some correlation, you know, so you could be like, oh yeah, it's kind of. So that's probably what I'm going to do next. Alright, let me get some of this blue in here. Look at that, just straight blue. Bloop. Alright. Put the lid back on this. I'm just painting right out of the tubes right now with some of these bright colors. Alright, let me clean up some brushes and I'll be right back. Alright, okay, so I got the big brush back out. Still a little wet. See if I can dry it a little bit more. I'm going to go back over this gesso a bit. Let's see here. I don't think I needed to do this, to be perfectly honest with you. I think that's fine. I can sand that and it'll come out looking real nice. And that brush is done. Add that to the done pile. There. It is just done. I'm gonna take some colored pencil stuff here. There you go. Make sure I do some nice colored pencil work. And I'm working all the way up to the edge of the paper here because I want to make sure I get that correlation between the last page and this page. Yeah, this is looking cool. This is going to be awesome. Alright, let me bring this brush in here to do a few things. Bam. There we go. Yeah. Now I'm just letting the color and mark making kind of stand on its own. That's just how I'm feeling about it right now. So, yeah, happy about that. Still need to let all this dry. I need to let it dry real good. It's going to take probably 30-40 minutes. That way I can sand it properly and come back in here and start doing what I want to do. So let me go ahead and do that and we'll be back. So I'll let this dry, and seems to be good and solid now. And what we're going to do now is we're going to sand it. I actually had to do a bunch of work yesterday in the yard, so this dried overnight, so it's real good. And I'm beat. Man, I didn't even get half of it done. But we live kind of on some hills and stuff, and it's hard to do work on the hills. But anyway, let's sand this. Yeah, that was particularly thick right there. So I kind of had to get into it hard. And this one, I think my tape's coming apart. I got this old tape. Anyway. Alright, everything seems good and smooth. I got dust all over my black pants. That's always good. Should have thought of that. Okay, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to work more into the background. And I think I'm going to do some dry brushing. But I need to get the paints ready. So let me get the paints ready and we'll be right back. Alright, so I'm just using a big flat brush. No water. I haven't had any water in this. Been dry all night. I've got some paint on it, and I'm just kind of mushing it around till it's almost where it's like dry. Hence dry brushing. And I'm going to start off right here. And we're just going to see how it goes. There we go. And I'm just dry brushing it in, literally. That's why it's called dry brushing. And it's just barely getting on there. You have a lot of control, actually. I find, with dry brushing. A little more paint. And dry brushing tends to destroy your paint brushes, but when you got 50-cent paint brushes, that's okay. And right now I really don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm just doing it. My arm's getting tired, so I'm going to switch over to my other arm here. Something that's really good to learn is to learn to work with your opposite hand. When I was in high school, I had a teacher that she would actually make us do art with our opposite hands, because you relied less on what your hand can actually do, and more on paying attention to what you're doing and what you're looking at. Because when you're working with your dominant hand, it has muscle memory that it knows what to do, but your opposite hand does not. So you're paying more attention to what you're doing, and you're not relying upon things you've done in the past. It just allows you to have a better connection. And I find that I make some really cool marks with my opposite hand that I would never do with my right hand, my dominant hand. So it's definitely something good to learn. Move over to this side now. And I know this kind of seems like nothing at the moment, which is fine. We'll just just trying some different stuff to try and get some different textures and feels and stuff into this, you know. I feel like we've kind of been doing the same thing over and over again, so just try some new stuff. Alright. Oh, shoulders are popping, but they usually are. Let this dry for a second. We'll be right back. It should be pretty dry, but let's just let it dry for another minute and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is dried, and what I'm going to do is, I got this pink on a roller. I'm going to do some rolling here. Some of this stuff is just too dang geometric, so gotta kind of break it up a little bit there. There we go. It's kind of fun. Let me go ahead and take care of my roller and be right back. Alright, so now we're going to put some paint in here. As you can kind of see, I'm starting to get away from this grid I originally broke down. Which is fine by me. We're getting away from it. There it is. I don't think I let that dry good enough. That's okay. There you go. I think before I put down more of this, I'm going to dry it. So just give me one quick minute. Alright, here we go again. Much better. There we go. Alright. Yeah, sometimes it has to be dry, you know. Let me do something here. Get a pencil. Get a little deeper pencil. Actually, what do we got here? We got a black. Yeah, there we go. Throat's a little dry. And right now I'm just trying to fill out this page, you know. I'm not quite feeling it yet. Just adding some stuff here and there. We'll get there though. That's the whole fun part about this, you know. It's like you just Eventually you'll find it. Where'd that go? Just want to catch it before it runs off the page, you know? Like, I love the run, but I just want to make sure I get that before it goes off the page here. One thing that really is kind of boring and bothersome about comic book pages is, I mean, it's all about the grid for the most part, and I don't like to stay within grids or boxes or anything, so doing this right here is really liberating and free and more organic, just a lot more fun to look at too, you know. So this is definitely more worth or more just more soothing to the heart, I guess is what we could say. My throat's just all dried up and crackly from being out in the weeds cutting down stuff. What do I want to do next here? I'm liking where this is going. It's actually starting to feel pretty good now. Let me try a little bit of this blue. There we go. Like that. I think I'm going to make one big bold mark across this entire page here. And I'm not quite sure. I think I'm going to do it with some black. Just be like, for some reason I feel like I need to do that. Something strong goes across the whole page, but before I do that, I've got to dry this. And I think I'm going to put down some magic mixture so I can kind of work over and draw over some of this stuff. But anyway, let me draw it. We'll be dry it, and we'll be right back. So we're gonna do some more mark making on this, and then I'm gonna put down some of the magic mixture. Almost already blunted this colored pencil. That was quick. That's just the way it goes, though. You're gonna use this stuff up for sure. That's just the way it is. Don't be afraid to use up your materials. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just use them. Have fun with them. It's like years ago I would try and save what I had, and funny thing is I still have those things today. And I just end up buying more and more stuff. It's just kind of silly, really. Don't try and save, just use your materials. You know, be bold, make large strokes, just get in there and make stuff happen. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to use your materials. I don't think I've used this blue yet on any of my pages. It's still got the original end on it. So we're going to use it. Ooh, already blunted it. Yeah. Oh, I just broke it. I guess I'm not using that one anymore. It's mad at me. It doesn't want me to use it. Let me get a different one here. I like this. This is always it's a good color. Ooh. Yeah, don't really care for this, but that's alright. We can always go back over it, which is what we're going to be doing here in a minute. Yeah, I'm not feeling the orange. need to mask up. Hide. So sometimes you need help, need to mask up, got to hide, which is important for this page right here. Anyway, I'm kind of liking what we got right here. I think we might be done. Let me get a little bit more pencil stuff going on over here. You know, before I went to art college, I would have never done any sort of mark making like this. Everything was strictly literal. Everything was literal. I didn't understand mark making, and I had some really good friends in college that did stuff that I was just like, man, I'd never do that, but it looks cool. And I learned to really free up and let myself do whatever I want. So I owe a lot to friends, peers from college. And now I'm doing that sort of stuff all the time. Maybe because it's easy, maybe because it's fun, maybe because it works. I don't know. But I definitely enjoy that now. Alright, magic mixture. I gotta go downstairs and get me some new brushes too. Actually, let me dry out this brush. Need a bigger brush. Alright, that should be good. One of the reasons why I like to use a lot of layers, clear layers or muted layers, is because once you start putting those layers down and you start working over it and over it and over it, it really comes alive. You know, you can actually see the depth in the page. There's just something I really like about that. Like it starts to get 3D almost, because you can see the layers on top of layers on top of layers. That's why I'll do a lot of layers of matte medium, and that's what this is matte medium, but it's got the marble dust in it so I can draw on it. I'll probably do a few layers this time. But I think we're about ready to start drawing in the characters and everything and actually make this something now. I think we're finally at that place. I've done enough mark making so that I'm actually happy with it. But as soon as I'm done with this, I gotta go downstairs and get some more brushes because my brushes are wearing out here. And there we go. Let's go ahead and let that dry and then we'll come back. Alright, this is good and dry. I'm going to give it a quick sand. Whoa, let me just move this one out of the way. Alright, let's put this back down. I kind of feel like my tape is about wore its course, and about gone through its course here. Wore its course? Worn through its course. It's worn out. I think it, worn course. Worn course. Worn course. I think I just made up a word. Worn through its course. Worn course. That's like an old Appalachian word right there. At least that's what it sounds like. That's probably how it was done back in the day, you know. I'm gonna get me some tracing paper. I don't know if might not be a big enough piece. Let me get a little bigger piece here, just in case. Alright, let me get a little piece of tape that hasn't worn course. Worn course. Alright. Alright, so Skits is about to come up out of the trash can. He's like, man, what's going on? There's all sorts of craziness. I'm going to use my model on this one. It's just kind of I think I'm going to do something kind of like this. Something like that, yeah. Let me, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right over here too. Let me move my base. Here's the metal base for the character. Oh, I fell. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be right there so I can look at it while I draw. Little help. I need to twist it a little bit. Just twist it. You know, these things bend really good, but to get them to twist, it's kind of hard. That's the one part I would say about these things. They're kind of hard to get to twisting. There you go. There we go. Now we're talking. that. Yeah, using the tracing paper to kind of block things in is really excellent. It really helps out a lot. I would suggest it for anything. And the cool thing is you can kind of adjust it, and once you get your drawing done, you can adjust it and move stuff around wherever you want it to be. Alright, like that. I feel like his head might be a little too small here. It'll work out though. This is basically skits in the trash can, laying down thinking about it, you know. Might throw some trash around them. Something like that. That. Something like that. There. That's what I'm talking about. It's kind of fun. Now I think I got the basic sketch down, so I'm going to pick it up and move it over here so I can kind of look at it at a different angle and really think about the overall shape. Yeah. Just want to make sure I get all that bends and stuff in the And the legs. And something I can do is turn it over, and then I can draw on this side and that over the sketching. See, that's one of the cool things about this. Let me get an ebony pencil here. Or, you know what? I might use a colored pencil. Just a nice black colored pencil. Let me... Yeah, I got another holder. I just need a holder for it because it's real short. My chair is stuck on something here. Alright. So, now I've got a little colored pencil, and let me move this up a little bit so, and over. Let me go. So Skits is in the trash can going, man, I need to hide. These things are after me, you know? What am I going to do? Huh. Hmm. One of the things I got to work into this is the fact that on the back side it's going to have a lot of tension because it's being stretched as far as it can. On the inside it's just all wrinkled up because, you know, he's all bent up. You can create so much tension with your drawings just from... Actually, I think I'm going to do it like this, yeah. And create a lot of tension just with your bends and wrinkles and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of roughing in the boot. There we go. And the other leg comes out here like this. Gotta get the other boot in here. And I'm not gonna have enough room on the tracing paper, but that's okay. I got the rough idea in there, and I can always add it in after I put the paper down. So that is, roughly speaking, the piece. The straitjacket actually could go even higher up, but that's okay. We'll leave it how it is right now. But boom, there you go. Now I can take this and I can transfer that directly to this piece. And the way I'll do it is I'll rip around the edges here, and not because I don't want these straight lines or it to cover everything. I'm just going to rip around the actual object itself and then glue it down. So what I'm going to do is I'll show you a little bit what I mean by rip. I'm just going to tear right around it. I'll just do this one little section and just do it nice and easy. Yeah, and that's just trash, but see, I'm just ripping right around the actual character there, and I'll do that all the way around, and then we'll glue it down. So let me do that, and then we'll be right back. If you like what you see in here, give us a like, share, subscribe. Also go on over to the Skitscomic.com website. All videos show up there a week before they ever hit YouTube. While you're there, pick you up a comic book, print, or go ahead and get you an original piece of art. Lastly, go over to Indiegogo.com and sign up for the book that you're actually watching being made right now. Thank you and have a great day.